What's up, everybody? This is Jothy from DRG, and I'd like to introduce you to a new segment that I'm hoping to do, every once in a while. It's called Let's Talk About Comics. Now, the thing you need to know about me is if I have two main passions in my life, hobbies, like just stuff that I love. One's video games, the other one is absolutely comic books. I've always been a comic book fan. I love comics. And I like to think that I know a little bit more than the average person when it comes to comics. I mean, I'm not an expert by any means. I don't know everything. And, you'll probably come to find this out as we talk about stuff. But I definitely think I know a little bit more. But I decided that since I'm going to be talking about comics, and I don't think y'all want to just see like a blank screen or pictures, random pictures. So I figured I'd play like a game related to the comic. Like if I'm talking about a Marvel hero, I'll play a Marvel game. If I'm talking about a DC hero, I'll play a DC game. So I figured I'll play some Marvel heroes. And this week, we're actually going to talk... We're going to talk about Wolverine. Now, I know I'm playing Storm, but I haven't unlocked Wolverine in this game. And I'm sure as hell not paying like $30 fucking for him. Because these prices are just way too high. But, welcome to Let's Talk About Comics Wolverine. Now, the thing you need to know about Wolverine is his name, that's just his code name. And not a lot of people, most people's knowledge about Wolverine comes from the movies, X-Men movies, X-Men Origins Wolverine. I think X-Men Origins 2 Wolverine is coming out soon. And those movies are entertaining for some, I guess, but they fuck Wolverine up really bad. First off, he's not a tall, strapping, handsome Australian guy named Hugh Jackman. He's a little gruff ball of muscle that's just mean. Now, Hugh Jackman tried his best, and he's done a good job, I think. He's done alright as Wolverine, but he's just... He's not what I picture Wolverine to be in real life, in my mind. Wolverine's actually like 5 foot tall or something like that. He's not a 6 foot tall, man. He's a man, but he's not 6 foot tall and shit. Anyways, we're gonna move on from the movies. And, first off, Wolverine, he's gone by several different names. People know him as Weapon X. Logan is what people thought his actual name was for a long time. I guess technically it was kind of his name. It's the name he adopted. His real name's actually James Howlett. They only recently, I think, it may have been in 2000s when they came out with his origin story, where he actually received the name James Howlett and stuff. And they actually used that in the movie, which is cool. That's good of them, I guess. I don't know why they made Sabretooth his fucking brother, because he's not actually his brother. But he's also gone by stuff like he was Death for a little while. He was Apocalypse 4 Horseman Death. And he's been Captain Canada. He's actually been Captain Canada. Which leads me to my next thing. Wolverine's from Canada. He's a Canadian. Not a lot of people actually know that for some reason. I don't know why. It's really common knowledge. But he was born in Alberta, Canada, in 1880s by two landowners named John and Elizabeth Howlett. Now, a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, it's true. John was not actually his father, and John didn't know this. The actual father was the landscaper of the land that they owned, and his name was Thomas Logan. I guess Wolverine's mom was kind of a slut, and she slept around a little bit. But, whatever works for you, I guess. I'm not judging. Well, I am, but, But Thomas, I think, knew that, he did know that Wolverine was his son, and he, there was, a whole incident where Thomas, attacked violently somebody, and they kicked him off the plantation, or, the land, and he came back for revenge later, and killed John, Wolverine's dad, you can say, quotation marks, so Thomas was his actual dad, but killed John, and Wolverine saw this, and it caused Wolverine to freak out, and that's the first time his claws emerge. He was like a little kid. His claws come out, and then he kills Thomas Logan there, and that was actually the beginning of his where his claws started. What am I supposed to do here? I guess I'll go this way and follow the little arrow. But people also don't realize that Wolverine's claws were not actually made of adamantium when they first happened. They weren't actually steel. A lot of people, what originally was thought is that he never even had the claws until the Weapon X program, but he did. They're actually made of bone. And, you know, bone's not as cool as adamantium steel, and they're like, oh, well, bone can break easily and stuff. Well, that's true. Bone can break, but, I mean, you have to remember Wolverine's healing factor. It can heal that bone back really fast. And another thing is about Wolverine's healing factor is that when they put the adamantium in him, it actually slows down the healing factor considerably, like a whole bunch, because it's a foreign substance in your body. So the healing factor is always trying to fight it off. It's getting nowhere with it because you can't break adamantium unless you have vibranium. Oh, sweet, level 6. But you can't break adamantium easily. It's not easy. But so the healing factor can't really do anything to it. But it's always being taxed repairing it. So if you took the adamantium out of his body, Wolverine's healing factor would shoot up significantly. Like, you could cut his fucking arms off and he just regrow new ones because he's just that badass. That's how awesome his healing factor is supposed to be. Am I in a group? Yeah, I am in a group. But yeah, they put the adamantium in him and stuff. Wolverine's also, aside from his adamantium claws, he's got a lot of really cool abilities. Like, because he's actually got real feral abilities, like an animalistic type abilities. He's got a really heightened sense of smell and hearing. He can hear really well. He can smell things really well. I think it's almost like a canine, canines smell like 1,000 times better than humans. And over the years of his travels, because he's so old and he's just traveled all over the world. Where's my fucking team at? He's just traveled all over the world, and because of this, he's gathered knowledge in almost every martial arts known to man. Like, he is nearly a master in every martial art in the world. He's got proficiency with guns and blades. He prefers blades, obviously, with his claws and stuff. But he's a fucking badass. He's been known to take Captain America out hand to hand, just hand to hand fighting, and that's pretty cool, because Captain America is supposed to be one of the best hand-to-hand fighters in the world, in the Marvel Universe. And for Wolverine to be able to take him out, I'm pretty sure, I think even Marvel even said that Wolverine is the best hand-to-hand fighter in the entire world. I think they said that. I'm not entirely certain. But he's also, a lot of people don't know, he's a very skilled pilot, too. Like, he's an accomplished pilot, and he's really good at covert ops and spy shit, like just sneaking in behind enemy lines. I think he did a mission in Latveria where he snuck in behind enemy lines and took out some people or something. Oh, we're gonna kill you, bitch! Fuck you, Taskmaster. Master. Sweet. Give me that loot. Taskmaster, Master Metal. Why am I saying Masker? Taskmaster. Anyways, another thing you don't know, Wolverine, although he has this animalistic nature and stuff, and he goes in berserker rages where he just loses control and he doesn't know what he's going to do next. He just fights everything around him, and he hates that mode. But although he has all this animalistic stuff about him, he's actually extremely smart. He's really smart, because over the years, just gathering all that knowledge and wisdom. Think about it this way. I'm 26 right now. When I was in high school 10 years ago, I thought I was the fucking smartest kid alive. I was like, I know everything I'm doing. And now that I'm older, I look back and it's just I was a fucking idiot back in high school. Now think about this with Wolverine. He was born in 1880, the 1880s. And you just gather all that knowledge. He probably looks at 60-year-old men like they're just fucking morons. That's just how it is. If you've lived that long, you gather that much knowledge. It just happens. I want to talk about his healing factor a little bit more. I think there was his healing factor is just so fucking cool. It is. I think that would probably be one of my main abilities if I became a superhero, is Wolverine's healing factor. They were able to harvest his healing factor in Weapon X experiments and give it to Deadpool. That's why Deadpool is able to heal. Now, this is really long loading time. But that's just, and Deadpool is fucking awesome. But he got his healing factor from Wolverine, and that's just really cool to me. And another thing that y'all need to know is that his healing factor, he was once, I think in the Ultimate comic series, he was fighting the Hulk, and the Hulk actually ripped him in half. Ripped him in half. Think about this. In half. Just in half. And threw his body parts a piece. Wolverine wakes up, crawls to his fucking legs, and reattaches himself and gets up and goes back on the hunt. How fucking awesome is that? That's just so cool to me. I mean, oh god, like, I mean, let alone having to deal with, like, the pain. Like, there he is, there's the Hulk, you fucking ripped Wolverine in half, asshole. But, like, just, that's just so cool. It really is. It really is. And another thing about Wolverine is, he's a very, very heavy drinker and smoker. And Professor X fucking hates it. But, you know, I think Wolverine's immune to, like, every disease on the planet. He can't get cancer. He can't get AIDS, I don't think. I'm pretty sure he can't get AIDS. And, like, you can't, like, fuck up his lungs and stuff, because they just heal right back immediately. What am I supposed to do? Find the Hood's hideout in cargo craft. Find Shield Agent Brian Walsh. Where's that? I don't have another ability. I didn't even level this up. Bear with me one moment. Alright. But yeah, am I still in this party? I am. Die, you fucking bitch. Die. Wolverine actually was in a relationship with, he's been in a relationship with several people. He's always had a crush on Jean Grey. I don't think he ever dated her, though. But he ended up having a child. I forgot who it was with. I don't remember. Like I said, I know a lot, but some stuff escapes me. And, well, I mean, he's also fluent, and I think I already said this, he's fluent in, like, several languages. But Wolverine's lived such a long life and done so much stuff that we can't cover everything in one video. I want to keep these videos somewhat short. So we may come back to Wolverine again some other time and talk even more about all the stuff he's done. Like, Hulk rip him in half is just one of the few things he's actually done. Like, I can't get over how cool he is in Age of Apocalypse storyline, where Cyclops, like, blew off his hand and shit. And, you know, Wolverine sliced his Cyclops' face and all that. That's all a cool storyline. And I'll talk about those next time I talk about Wolverine. But until next time, keep your eyes open and keep being on the lookout for the next Let's Talk About Comics, because I really want to keep making these. I love comic books. I want to get more people into comic books, because comic books are fucking awesome. I've been reading them since I was a kid, and I just absolutely love them. But go out and read some comics. Go to your local comic shop. Support them. Go see the X-Men Wolverine movie. Well, actually, no, wait. Don't go see it. Because if you don't go see it, then people will stop making them, and then Marvel might get the rights back, and they'll make a good one. Or you can go see it. Either way. I don't want to piss anybody off. But go ahead and go see them. Just support comics in general. I want you to support comics in general. And I will see y'all next time. Peace!